Hi, I'm Lisa Shepherd, the Happy Business Mentor and owner of the Happy Business Hub. Now, I've been in business now for just over 10 years, and during that time, I have learned a lot: what not to do, what to do, and everything in between. Now, there is too much learning there to share today, but I wanted to share some key things that I think might be valuable to you in your own journey. So, let's have a look at what those are. So, what has this 10-year journey taught me? Well, one of the first things it's taught me is the importance of leveraging our time. Now, obviously, I'm talking about a few things here. One is that productivity and effectiveness. These things come up all the time whenever I'm talking to clients. How can I be more effective? How can I be more productive? So, yes, a big part of leveraging our time is having the discipline of working on the right things at the right time, having routines or structure, or investing in equipment or software that helps us be more effective and productive. But it's also bigger than that. It's thinking about what is going to drive the most value in your business. That is how we leverage our time. What we're talking about is getting the most from the time that we invest in our business. So whether you're working 10 hours a week in your business or 50 hours a week, you absolutely have to leverage that time to maximize the value that that is going to bring to your business. So yes, this is about productivity and effectiveness. And I've learned what works for me and the best ways for me to be productive and effective. But I've also learned what my priorities are, what I should be working on, and when. I've also learned what to let go and recognize that there are things that we often do in our business that are just not adding any value. So leveraging time is absolutely key. So is taking imperfect action and investing before you're ready. Now, often when it comes to investment, people get a little bit nervous because it's money, right? And often it's money that we don't quite yet have enough of, but we know that we need to make an investment to get to that next stage. If we wait, we're often missing the boat, but we're also delaying the timescale of getting the benefit of that investment. An investment is not just in money, it's in time and energy. And it's really important that we often look at how we invest a little bit earlier than when we think we're ready for it, because there is no perfect time. There's no perfect set of circumstances that are going to trigger you to say, now is the time to do that investment. Often we have to leap before we are ready. And this brings me on to taking that imperfect action. Now, at the beginning of my business journey, I was quite a perfectionist and I spent a lot of time faffing around trying to make things perfect. Presentations, programs, social media content. And when I think back to the first thing that I just mentioned about leveraging time, I certainly wasn't as effective with my time because I was wasting it looking for perfection. Taking action is so important in our business. I love planning and getting organized, but that will mean absolutely nothing if I'm not taking action. So even if it's imperfect action, action is often better than doing nothing. So take that imperfect action. Again, there's no perfect time for taking that action. Do it. I've also learned the importance of finding your voice and crafting your message. I spent a long time with my social media and my message and understanding who I was in the space that I work in. What is my message? What is unique or different about me? How can I communicate that out? What is the best way to connect to the types of clients I really want to work with? So for a while, I struggled with finding my voice. And then it just suddenly felt right. Some of the things that I was talking about, it all started to come together. And I found my voice. I found who I was. And that made creating content, talking to people, networking, and all of those things so much easier because I now had a voice. And that also made me recognizable. It helped me with my visibility. Crafting that message is so important. And I think so many people are going out there and they're very sporadic in what they're saying. One month they're talking about this, next week they're talking about that, then they're launching this and they're launching that, and everything feels disconnected. That is going to be felt by your potential clients and could be making it difficult for them to latch on to what it is that you're saying, to invest in you. So make sure that you spend some time crafting that message and finding your voice. But don't worry if it doesn't come straight away. Often it's through trial and error and working through it that we really get to a point where we say, yes, I've found my voice. I've now got my message. Another key thing for your business is the need to create a solid lead generation system. No matter what else you're doing in your business, if you are not bringing potential customers to your door, if you're not making them aware of who you are and how you can help and how you can transform things for them, you're not going to sell anything. If you're not going to sell anything, you're not delivering anything, you're not making any money, you're not making any profit, you don't have a business. So customers are the lifeblood of your business. So therefore, finding a way to bring people into your world is absolutely crucial. And when we're talking about a lead generation system, we're not just talking about posts that you put out on social media. We're talking about how you connect to audiences, how you nurture them, how you bring them into your world, and what that continuation of that journey looks like. So it could be things like sales pages and funnels. It could be advertisements. But the point is there is a process that you go through to bring clients to you, to warm them up and nurture them so that they understand who you are and build that know, like, and trust. And this system needs to be in place continuously in your business. I see so many people put in a lot of effort with a lead generation system, with bringing leads and clients to them. They get busy, they stop doing it. And that's when we have the peaks and troughs in our business. If you want consistent revenue, then you need a consistent lead generation system, a way of bringing clients to you and being noticed. The other key thing that I have learned during my journey is the need to be open to change. Not everything that I do now started with me 10 years ago. In fact, there's very little that is. I've had to be open to change. Changes in my market, changes in my clients' needs, changes within myself and what I'm looking for from my business, but also so many other things, because things are constantly changing. If we're not prepared to change and embrace change, we're going to rub up against it and we're going to struggle in our businesses. So sometimes that change is accepting a change of direction, going in a slightly different direction than you would have planned, bringing timescales forward, looking at different methods of delivery, doing things that maybe you didn't think you would. So being open to change is a really big part of being a business owner and growing and developing as a business owner, therefore growing and developing your business. So always be open to change. Embrace what you can. Even if change comes along and you feel it's not right for you, that's okay, as long as you're open to the concept of it and you're aware of the impact of these things. Then you have understood what that change means, whether you do it or not. But being open to the concept that change is there is definitely important as a business owner. So embrace change, but be open to that change. One key thing that I've really learned, more so in the last couple of years, is the importance of owning my own space. It's so easy to get caught up in copying other people, trying to be something you're not. You look in your market and you see people that seem to be doing so much better than you, and you're like, why? Why not me? And then you think, well, look, they're doing this and I'm not doing that. So that's what I should be. They're calling themselves this, I'll call them myself that. They're doing it this way, I'll do that. They do this product, I'll sell that. And we don't own our own space. We're trying to be part of someone else's, and that's not who we are. So when I referred earlier to really finding your own voice, the next step to that is owning the space that you've created. Be proud of who you are and how you work. Be proud of how you support your clients and the products that you create and the solutions that you deliver. Be proud of the fact that maybe you are a little bit different. Be proud of the things that make you unique. Don't dampen who you are just to try and be like somebody else. Popularity is not going to build your business. Just being seen with the right people or seen to be doing the right things won't sit right with you in the long term. I'm all about the happy in a business. How can you be happy if you're not yourself? So you might not want to do things the way other people do them. So don't. Forge your own path. Find the bits that work for you and discard the bits that don't. Create your own way. But the important thing here is to believe in yourself and own your space. You don't have to share it with anyone else. Even though there might be thousands of competitors in your field, even on your doorstep, who knows? You still have your own piece of that. You have your own space. So own it. Take charge of it. Be proud of it. So those are some of the key things that I have learned, and I am absolutely still learning. And I think some of the key things for me in my learning have been around myself, the confidence and belief in myself, understanding that I don't have to be anybody else, that I'm worthy and I have value in who I am. You know, we spend so much time looking at others. And yes, absolutely take inspiration from what other people are doing. Understand what's happening in your space, but forge your own path and have the confidence to do that, to take yourself on that journey. Be open to the change, be open to learning. So there's a lot of things that I've learned about how to be in my business, in terms of what software suits me, what tools can help me, what processes work for me. And that's all the fundamentals of being in business. But the biggest lessons I've learned is how I am in my business, who I am as a business owner. And right now, I'm a very confident business owner who owns her space, who is happy with where she is and who she serves and how she does it. I truly have a happier business, and that makes me a happy business owner. So, food for thought. I wanted to share those things with you because I just think that we forget those things. We forget that we can just be who we are. We forget that we can create a business that works for us. It doesn't matter if it works for anyone else. If we don't want 6 figures, we don't have to go for 6 figures. If we want them, we can, absolutely. Don't be stunted by what is out there. Don't allow other things to take away your shine or your independence or your brilliance. Find a way to forge your own path. Own your space. Find your voice. Leverage your time. Invest in you and your business. Take that imperfect action. Just go out there and do it. These things will make you a happy business owner. So I hope that's useful. I'd love to hear your comments on it as well. So please feel free to share.